Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. So when we last met, you told me that your mood was between 5 and 6. Now, between that time, our last meeting, our last session, and now, what has your mood been between with 0 being best mood you could be in and 10 being the highest? What has your mood been over that period of time?
About the same. About 5, 5.5 in the middle.
About 5, 5.5.
Mhm.
Okay. So it has not been, there has not been any significant change.
No.
Okay. Okay. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be looking at an agenda. Basically, how we plan to lay this out. And then we'll be doing an update as to how you felt and as to what might have occurred since our last session. Then we'll go over the homework. Then we will review. We'll work together on new homework, and first we're going to work on the problem that you think is the most important one to you. Then we'll go ahead again and set some homework for you to do, and then we'll do feedback. Okay? So tell me, from the last time you were here, give me an update as to what might have happened, if anything happened.
It's the same, like, I just noticed that I have an overwhelming feeling, and I noticed it with the different tasks, like the homework that you gave.
Okay. So were you able to complete the homework?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good.
And with the homework, I noticed that it's certain tasks that I get that anxious, overwhelming feeling more than others.
Okay.
And when I notice when I'm compiling pertinent dates, pertinent information, it just seems like my brain goes on overload.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that I capture all the dates, times of the occurrences that are on the spreadsheet, that I just get overwhelmed.
Okay.
That I'm going to turn it into the higher ups and I'm not documenting appropriately.
Okay. So tell me some of the instances that you felt really, really overwhelmed when you did your homework.
Mm-hmm.
So I need some of the instances when you felt overwhelmed.
Well, I have to do a high-risk spreadsheet. They changed it.
Okay.
And with this spreadsheet, I have to, they put the child's name, but I have to identify the date that the team discussed, and then the date that the team followed up.
Okay.
3 months later.
Okay.
Now I can always get the initial date, but who's to say that we followed up?
Okay.
And then if we're missing a follow-up date, what would that look like to monitors or the higher ups? Was I the person who should have told people that we're at the 3-month mark, we need to follow up on this child or person?
So what are some of the feelings that you experience? So while you are putting the spreadsheet together, are those the times that you get anxious or you have those overwhelming feelings?
Yes, I get real anxious when we don't follow up on people that are high risk. I feel like we have clients out there that have not been followed up on in an appropriate manner, as far as we have to do it every 3 months.
So how does that let you feel?
Like I'm letting somebody down, even though I guess it's not, it's beyond my control, and I let things control me that are beyond my control.
So while you are thinking about that, how do you feel now?
Talking it out is making me feel a whole lot better about the situation, a little bit as far as a relief off of me, but in all, now that I know this, I have to bring it to others' attention that we do need to follow up on these, because it's a team effort, but I'm the one who compiles the spreadsheet.
Okay. So what are you thinking right now? Because we're going to go back to your automatic thoughts. So what are you thinking right now?
That I'm wearing myself to death over things that I cannot control.
Okay. So if you wear yourself to death, then what?
Then it rolls over to my home life. I worry myself so bad that I isolate myself and I don't watch TV or I don't talk to anybody. I just kind of like a recluse.
Okay. So in the beginning, we'll come back to that. But in the beginning, you in addition to feelings of being overwhelmed, you said something about being anxious. So do you want to talk a little bit about those anxieties?
I mean, when I get anxious, it's like I just do unhealthy stuff as far as smoke.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking that's going to relieve some of the pressure from the anxiety.
Okay. So what do you want us to discuss? Remember, we said we were going to prioritize and we're just going to work on one of your concerns today. What do you want to swing to the top and work on today? Your anxiety or the overwhelming feeling?
The overwhelming feeling, because I think that, everything piggybacks off of that, like a domino effect.
Okay.
Once I get overwhelmed, I have the anxious feeling, and then I let it roll over into my home life.
Okay.
So I think that if we can discuss the overwhelming feeling, that it'll put the pieces to the puzzle in place with the other feelings.
Okay. So you are thinking that being overwhelmed is the biggest concern. So if that is the biggest concern, then what do you want us to do?
Ultimately, just, I guess, come up with ways to cope when I get that feeling.
Okay. So how much do you believe right now that being overwhelmed is the biggest concern? 0 to 10. How much do you believe that being overwhelmed is your biggest problem then?
I feel 7, 8. I feel high up that the overwhelming feeling that the task that I have to do at work, the overwhelming feeling that I have, I feel like that is the highest priority.
Okay. So what thoughts come to your mind when you feel overwhelmed? What are some of the thoughts?
That I'm letting somebody down.
Okay. That you're letting somebody down. Okay. And when you think of letting somebody down, what happens to your body? Is there anything?
Shut down.
Okay. What does it mean when you say to shut down?
Just like right now, I just work. It's always, and next time, please remind me to not bring my cell phone in because I just shut down
Okay.
because I feel hopeless. I feel like I can't help everybody that wants the help or wants the task done.
Okay. Okay. So, how do you feel now?
I feel a little bit better. Just bring that out in the open and being able to discuss it with someone that's not judging me or trying to tell me that this will make it better.
Right. Remember what the cognitive behavior therapy says.
If I can remember correctly, you might have to help me. It's all about your thoughts, and your thoughts center your feelings.
Okay. Yeah, in a nutshell, that's what it is. That you have these thoughts, and then the thoughts lead to the feelings, those feelings. And then after you have those feelings or those emotions, then you put those emotions or those feelings into action. So I'm going to have to give you some more homework. And because you were able, in the first homework, you were able to go ahead and list the times when you felt overwhelmed, and you were able to identify what were the feelings that came with those being overwhelmed, and you were able to tell me what your body felt like you were going to shut down. And so I'm going to give you some more homework to look at. Now, I have some what-if questions for you before we get into the homework. Now, what is the worst thing that could have happened because your primary concern is about the spreadsheet. Now, what is the worst thing that could happen if the information on the spreadsheet is not correct?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, think about it. What is the worst thing that could happen?
I guess I can get reprimanded.
Okay. And what is the best thing that could happen?
Well, I mean, I turn it in every month, and I guess the best that can happen is there's no complaints about the spreadsheet.
Okay. So there are no complaints, and apparently you haven't been reprimanded. So what you have been doing is pushing it at the worst that could have happened. And based on what you have said, you are doing what you are expected to do, right?
True.
So the best thing that could happen is that no reprimand, and everybody is in agreement that the spreadsheet is okay. What is the effect of you believing the automatic thought?
Could you explain that in more?
Okay, so when your thought is saying that if everything is not correct on the spreadsheet, this client's needs might not be met. But apparently they have been met because you have not been reprimanded as you think you would have.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, what does your automatic thought do to you?
I guess just give the automatic thought. It gives me mixed feelings, I guess.
Right, causes you to feel anxious, as you said, and overwhelmed. So if your friend, say your friend Elaine, I don't know your friend's name, but you think of her friend. If your friend was going through that same situation that you are going through right now, what would you tell your friend?
just keep doing things the best of your ability, and if it's wrong, they'll let you know, and just keep doing what you do to the best of your ability.
Okay, so you realize that you just talk to yourself?
In a way, yeah.
Okay. So basically what you're saying, you know, you're going to do the best, continue to do the best that you can. And if you mess up, they will let you know. But you're going to continue doing the same thing because it seems to be working. Okay. So how do you feel right now?
I feel a little bit better about the whole situation. I mean, I'm feeling a whole lot better with my thoughts and how to just talk to myself and just let myself know that you're doing the best you can do.
Okay. And when those thoughts, those automated thoughts come, always think about what are you doing at that time, what prompted those thoughts, and go from there. Okay? Alright, so we're going to go over, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give you some more homework. And you're going to be doing the same thing. So, but this time, maybe you might just go ahead and add the feelings of being anxious. Instead of just the overwhelming feeling, just do the feelings of being anxious. And then, you know, say, what are the times you have those overwhelming anxious feelings, and what is going through your mind, and just do just like we did it the last time. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do feedback. So how do you feel that this session went?
I think it went pretty good. I mean, I really do. I'm actually feeling a whole lot better.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, good. So we went back over what we did. We went and we checked your mood to see how you feel, how you're feeling, and how you felt, between the last visit and now. We looked at things, some of the concerns that you've had, and the effect that your thoughts have on the way you do things. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and schedule another session, and then we will go from there. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to get another appointment.
Okay.
Thank you.